Let's talk hair. Let's talk hair, girl.
You can all see it's a good shot for our hair, that upper shot.
So it's National Hair Day, one of these made-up silly things. Yes. And so we wanted to have fun because it's Friday, okay, you guys? Friday. So we all scoured around through our phones and photo albums and all kinds of stuff and found old funny pictures. Funny, silly hairdos are way more fun to find.
Put them up, Director Brian.
Let's see Brenda's first.
Brenda.
All right, Brenda, let's go through this because this is quite a history.
Break it down, please.
That's okay, on the far left that is my very first publicity photo here at KGW circa 1989.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And that was Jim Finnerty, my first co-anchor here.
We have to sit really close to each other.
Yes, we did, and we're kind of striking the same pose with our hands.
Keep your heads towards one another, would you please?
Hey, that was a lot of hot rollers in that hair to pull off that look.
Hot rollers.
The top one, Greg Carson and I don't remember what, he might have been after Finnerty. The bottom is kind of a funny story. I was, cutting my hair. It was getting shorter and shorter, although it's super fluffy. Dear God, what was I thinking? But I got that fresh cut in 1996 during a snowstorm or right before it because we were on Live Extended. And I remember Molly Kretz, who was our assignment editor, was inundated with people calling as she was trying to do live coverage. Oh, Brenda got her hair cut. What? And she was like, I came off the set and she was like, she was mad at you. She was teasing me. But yeah, I mean, I've had so many different incarnations of hair. It is unreal.
32 years at the station.
Yeah.
31 different haircuts?
Yeah, at least.
Even this, I don't know, you've done subtle changes since we've worked together, and that's actually been about 15 years now.
Right.
But it's so subtle that over time I don't notice it, but this, compared to probably even 7 years ago, looks a lot different.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, longer bangs,
what made
shorter
you
in the
kind of
back.
decide to inch up?
I think it was when I had kids, and little Zach would put those baby fingers in there and pull. I think that's when I started cutting it.
Were you nervous to do it the first time?
I don't think so. No. I don't remember being nervous.
I would be.
What's the shortest you'd be willing to go at this point? Show me by
not
removing
above shoulders.
No, really.
I don't look.
Not above shoulders.
Your hair will always remain below shoulders.
I have a chubby cheek face, and so I think it would not.
There she
You
is.
look the same.
Look at the shades.
I had to really dig to find. My hair has been, normal, kind of just straight.
Yeah, nothing here too over the top, but that one top center to me was the best of the bunch, only because it looks like that to me doesn't look like you. That doesn't say Nina to me, and it kind of almost looks like a Lego person's hair.
So that was anchoring in Bend. Lee Anderson, God bless him, he is still anchoring the news at Z21, KTVZ over in Bend. And you're 22. You try to, you get the blazers, and you try and look older, and that's the name of the game, to look presentable. And so, I would tease that hair, and it was helmet, and then spray. I still spray, you guys know. Hairspray.
Yes.
But then when I moved to Sacramento and I anchored the news there, I got kind of too into the And so my news director called. I couldn't find a photo of it. There's lots of video, of course, anchoring, but he called me the Cobra.
I love that.
Cobra. And he would literally in the newsroom, I love him to this day. He's great. And he would go, because I would have these Cobra hair wings coming out. And then I was like, okay, if I'm getting a nickname, I got to patch it down.
That one bottom middle, we didn't really focus on that at all, but of yours, Nina, I felt like it was very Jennifer Aniston-esque.
It was around that time, yes.
Okay.
Layers, shorter. That was college graduation at U of O. And then bottom right was 80s, man. Yep. Hot rollers, Brenda, just like you said. My mom would do that all the time. And then I teased up those bangs.
Oh, the
Rose
bang.
Festival Junior Princess tryouts.
I didn't put some of the bang ones on because they were really sparse. They were those kind of leftover 80s bang. Yeah. I look at those pictures and I think, what the heck was I thinking? Yeah. But back in the day, that was kind of the thing.
Kind of spike it and tease it up. Have you ever had longer hair?
No, in junior high or whatever, I grew up in the 70s, basically.
We have a picture of Rodney.
So here's a fake picture, but
show his
in the
little
70s,
high school picture.
most kids had somewhat longer hair. I mean, my hair's always been basically the same. Parted on the same side. It was just longer in junior high. But I mean, for the most part, my professional career, if you saw a picture of my hair 30 years ago,
right,
it's exactly like it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. You have some good ones.
You do.
You look like a street tough. I was telling Drew.
That picture where I look semi-tough.
I know the banner's kind of covering it.
Is that one was actually in my passport photo. The one lower middle is my passport photo from 1996. And I had not updated that passport since, and my wife's been telling me to do it for a long time now. But
whoa, you haven't had a passport for a while.
No, I haven't. Up top, middle, that's when I was rocking the bald look as a baby. My sister actually, I guess, my sister was 4 years older than me, still is. Will always be. But I guess she told my mom when we were when I was probably 4 and she would have been 8, she told my mom, he's going to go to kindergarten as a bald kid. Like, I guess it took me a long time to grow hair.
Yes,
and she was all concerned for me, like, Mom, he's going to be bald in kindergarten.
Oh, that's funny. Go back to Drew's because I want to point out one of the ones when you were a youth. The one on the left.
With the flannel shirt?
Yeah.
1992-ish?
There was one you didn't put on here, and I swear every single person who saw it said that, he looked like John F. Kennedy Jr. And you did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Say it again, Brenda. Say it again.
Wow, you could have.
John F. Kennedy Jr.
One of the great sex symbols of the 1990s.
That's true, yeah. You could have been a player.
Really did have
could have been a player.
You know what? I will tell you.
The moose, the back combing.
I have never looked as good on the beach with my shirt off as that guy looked as good as he did on the beach with it. Like, you always see this picture of him showing off his chest on the beach.
He was a babe.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't have that good of a look from neck down.
So we also put out the call for viewers to show their pictures.
Yeah, did we get some?
Yeah, Brian said that we have some.
Good, yeah.
Jackson's quarantine hair. I love it. It's purple.
Yeah, Marissa sent us that from Gresham. Yep, very cool. What else?
Oh, cool. But this looks like Hall & Oates, that guy.
Typical
upper guy does look like
Flock of Seagulls.
Dara Hall, yeah.
That was like the glamour shot style,
That's
you know.
yeah.
It's kind of everyone is.
They had a place in downtown Portland, right on Broadway, where you could go to get those.
It's kind of like glamour shots. Oh my gosh, I remember those.
Classic 80s, yeah.
Ah, that's cool.
Just a couple of years ago.
Lady Gaga show in Vegas. Oh, nice. Those are fun wigs. You can do anything in Vegas, right? Oh, what is this style called?
What do you mean?
I can't really
For a guy?
The blonde hair does not show up well on the monitor in front of me. I can't.
I mean, it's just kind of that feathered,
I couldn't tell if you had a mullet in the back.
fluffy. Is that you, Brian Matthews? Is that you?
you
Stop
son of a
it! I
gun.
didn't even recognize
Oh my
our
gosh, that is
producer.
Brian Matthews.
Director
That's
Brian.
a senior
Yep.
picture.
Wow.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah.
That,
Holy
our
cow.
director
That is
Brian.
funny, Brian.
This is Paul Kenny?
Yep.
70s hair. Oh my
that is good
God.
I gotta
stuff.
see these
This is
pics.
our, one of our managers here, Paul Kenny.
With the little corsage,
I love the
that's got to be
collars.
With the big collared shirt, right? Oh, out over the jacket, yeah.
Now, like, how hard was that hair to do?
That is fantastic.
Kind of shake it out. You got to spray it, I imagine.
I don't think it was hard. No, I mean, we all had hair. My hair was that length back in the day.
You have to put any
It
product
just,
in there?
No, just grew that way.
Is that Brian?
Yeah.
Brian Folsom.
Oh my gosh.
I
Is
have
that your
terrible
niece,
eyesight.
Brian?
Oh boy.
That is adorable.
Oh,
Brian, how old is that
cute.
picture, buddy?
twin nieces.
How old? I'm asking Brian, our producer, how old this picture is. Okay, 2 years ago, Brian took this picture.
Oh, that's super cute.
That's
That's
awesome, Brian.
very, very cute.
That picture of Paul, though, Paul Kenny, I don't think we can throw this together, but when I saw that picture of Paul with his shirt collar like splayed out, it reminded me of Sylvester Stallone at the 1976 Oscars when he accepted the award for Best Picture. He also had like that same look, like he had no necktie on. Everyone else he had this big splayed out collar from probably the same year that Paul Kenny took that picture in the 70s. Can you make that happen? Can you put The Rock next to the Paul? Probably not.
I thought we ended on, we didn't get to talk about it, but there was a great, it almost looked like an album cover.
I thought the same thing, Nina.
Well, go back.
Yes,
It was
go back to that
must have
one.
been the late 60s or 70s.
It's gotta be 70s.
Mike
78?
Weathered sent in this photo to us, and the wood paneling in the back just makes it. But
Oh, yeah.
Those are 3 mullets, people.
Yeah.
That is not a mullet. Nobody
Yeah,
there
it
has
is.
a mullet.
Yeah, it's just long hair.
Yeah, no,
It
that's.
is?
I just call that long hair. That's long hair from the 70s.
The wood paneling confused
I mean,
me.
mullet was short in the front, long in the back. That's
Yeah.
long all over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
everyone's
just-
talking about right now, mullets.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 We're all looking.
I have
today-
to call up the stream. What are people on?
I didn't have time
me
to
see if I can
curl
find
this
it.
side of my hair.
So we have one side
So
curled
it
and one
is
side not?
straight, and this side is curled.
Oh, I
and
didn't
so
even
what do you
notice
do
that.
when you have 30 seconds until the newscast starts? You just put this over your shoulder, put it behind your ear, and then you show off the side that you did have time.
So it was roughly
Work on
4 minutes before the 4:30 news started, and I saw you at your
I was still
desk
curling this
your
side.
hair, and I
then-
thought to myself, does she know the show starts in 4 minutes?
And I did not, Rob. And so that is when I had to put the curling iron down and run for my life.
That's funny. Stanford is weighing in. Our producer Brian said the same thing. Stanford, business in the front, party in the back with the mullet, or the bi-level when it was for the girls back in the day.
Can you? We can play a game called Name That Sunrise Extra viewer. This Sunrise Extra regular says, my mom was a hairdresser when I was growing up. She would braid or curl my hair every day before school, and I did rock the 80s bangs, says Renee Robertson.
Yes,
nice.
Renee. Jennifer Taft says she just sent in some pictures. So we got to find those, producer Brian, if we can. Sun In. She said, remember Sun In? It turned your hair orange. Yes. Or just lemon juice. Like my mom would kind of squeeze like lemon juice and then comb it through my hair, running outside, playing in the backyard.
I
And it
wanted it when I was,
What-
I think I got a hold of some of that when I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And my mother said, absolutely not. And I would go in the bathroom and I'd spray it on my hair. And of
Yeah.
course it didn't turn blonde. It brought out every like kind of red auburn highlight that I had.
But was it, did it look cool?
Brassy. Oh, I thought
No.
it did.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sure it was
Some
tacky as
variation.
heck. But I loved it.
Stacy chimes in. Stacy Sanner, I want to say. Stacy says, I used to try the Farrah
Farrah
Fawcett
Fawcett,
look.
yeah.
A blast from the past. She says, it never quite worked out so well for me, though.
You guys, what is our text thing? 226 5088. So Veronica, she said she sent him to our Facebook Messenger. I know we don't. Send them to a text line if you can.
Yeah.
If they're on your phone, text them 503. There it is, 226-5088,
We can just
and that
turn
will go
around
like
quicker.
immediately to our producer in the back booth, and we can put it up.
It's hard to get things off Facebook Messenger. Is
I
it the same for the news? I know when people send me photos to the Facebook Messenger, I can't get them from that program into the weather computer.
It's freaking
Yeah,
technology.
the Messenger,
Sorry,
it's tough to
people.
get out
It's a
of.
whole different team of people.
Anybody with curly hair out there, I think you can relate to this. I had so many bad haircuts because people would cut my hair wet. And then when it dries, curly hair contracts, right?
it's a lot
So they
shorter.
would cut it, and then I'd be like, oh my goodness. I mean, to this day, people cut my hair dry.
Yeah.
Because I have ringlets,
Yeah.
and you gotta start with it dry.
Yeah.
There was a guy.
Because like hairdressers probably learn to cut hair wet.
Absolutely. Typically,
Yeah.
I mean, do you get yours cut wet? Mm-hmm.
But this last time he didn't. And he blew dry, and then he started cutting, and they usually do like little kind of trim up stuff when it's dry. But at first I was like, wait, is this like out of order? What's going on?
He's doing it wrong.
But yeah,
He's doing it wrong.
I wonder why is that wet?
More viewer pictures as we speak.
Is she saying she matches her doggy? Twins.
Kind of the same color of hair, actually,
That's
right?
super
The hair
cute.
color's pretty similar.
Yeah, it's a cute dog, too.
That's a compliment, by the way.
Oh no!
What?
That's when you're about to shave your kid's head.
That's
Oh, my
funny.
goodness.
Oh, that is hilarious. That
Drew
does,
Butler.
Drew, that reminds me of when I came home one day and my oldest was 15.
Oh, no, what did he
And
do?
he decided to take my Venus razor, which you use on your legs, and shave his entire head. I came home and Zach was bald.
Wow.
With all these little nicks on his head. And I was like,
How long was his hair before? Like just regular? like Drew's like this?
yeah, exactly. But this is what I discovered, and I fear that my head is the same way. I think he got it from me.
Because you don't know the shape until
He looked like E.T. He has the shape of like kind of E.T. I was like, or he looked like a Buddhist monk.
Oh, that's cute. I love the
Silver
hat. Here's
tinsel
my
hair.
silver tinsel hair.
That's cute too.
Yeah,
that
it's
is
really
festive.
cute.
I like it.
Yep.
Viewers are doing their homework today for us. Thank you very much. Do you remember Brenda Braxton? With the years were, I think, 2009 and 2010. I shaved my head 2 years in a row for St.
did?
Baldrick's,
I do.
right on the air.
Yep.
Went like full clipper. We raised, I think, like 1 year we raised $15,000. Dutch Bros, no, not Dutch Bros. Actually, yeah. Dutch Bros chimed in, and so did Widmer Brothers. And they took this like little fundraiser to another level.
What was the
St. Baldrick's?
I know. I don't care about that. I want to know the feelings inside and the feelings at home.
Well,
anticipating this.
First, you're approached and you feel like a loser saying no to this request. Hey, would you shave your head to help kids that are dying from cancer? No. How do you say no to that?
But I said, can I make a donation?
Right, but I did say, listen, I don't know how, because you make it's a great cause, a great effort, and it made for a great show that morning. It was really a lot of fun. But you still look that way, a month later. Yeah. So I had to get the news director to be okay with it, and they actually were. I said, I think this will be, really good for the show. And I think
how
it'll
did
be great
you feel about it?
Fine. It actually was.
You wanted to do it.
I wasn't dying to shave my head. But I looked forward to helping this cause, honestly. And when I went away, I was surprised by how round my head was. Because I thought for sure, like you said, I've never been bald since I was like
weird?
3. No, I didn't. I looked chilly. Because it was February.
Did she not want you to do it?
Mia didn't care either. I mean, she thought it was. She said, I forget what we were doing.
Throwback?
There was something coming up where she thought it might not look great for that picture that was, like maybe a family picture. So I said, just put that on hold for a few months. Like, we have to do this now. We'll do those later when we can. But it was so easy in the morning to step into that shower and be like, well, I'm done. Step out of the shower, I'm still done. It was so convenient.
And then it just kind of grows in like buzz for a while.
The bald look I thought was better than the in-between look.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't remember the in-between look. We have a couple of people on the stream. Sheila Speck, good morning. She says, my mom would put my hair in pigtails in elementary. Teacher said, please don't do those. She is very cranky all day. Too tight? Gives you a headache. And then Terry Hogenkamp says she has a sort of a half afro, and I always let my hair go, she says, before the cut so they can see how awful it is, and then they cut it wet. Mm-hmm.
If you give me 1 minute, I think I can find a picture when we shaved my head on the show.
Oh, yeah.
If I can't find it in 30 seconds, I'll move along. But if I find it, I'll text it to you, producer Brian Folsom. There you go. National Hair Day, the first day of October.
Have you guys ever colored your hair like a weird color?
I have. I did.
Like a color? I bet you have for something.
Mm-hmm.
I did one time. It didn't last.
Like a temporary.
I really kind of liked it because it was a little lavender.
You said, now, in the future.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Tell people, because I think this is super cool.
I mean, maybe it's sooner than later. I think it could be cool to go just like gray. Like, is that what you're talking about? White?
Silvery, yeah.
Yeah. And just see what it looks like.
Yeah.
There's a guy on Instagram who specializes in that. And it's like, oh, I love those makeovers.
It can look, really beautiful. You guys, this is our producer, Jessica Smith. She is so fun and obviously shows it in her hair all through the pandemic. The past 2 years, she's been like getting different wild hair colors, and these are some of them. And I just love it. That's got to be hard.
I do too. I think it's super cool.
Though.
Is it? Yeah, I don't even know.
I think so.
Yeah. But just all the chemicals straight up. And then you got to be careful, like how many times a week you wash it, and certain shampoos that are not going to just
strip it. We also have Director Byron. Do we have those handy? Because I really liked him. I call him Big B. He's a good sport.
Byron said yesterday in the meeting when we were talking about this day, he said, I feel a little left out, gang, because Byron has no hair. But we gave him hair.
I like that one on him.
The hipster look right there.
He's got more hair on the chin than the head.
Not now. Now he's got more hair on the head.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
We decided after all those looks that Byron still looks best as the bald Byron he is.
Just the way he is.
Yep.
That's
looking
funny.
good, Byron Minger.
Oh, wow.
The best I could do, that was a young boy who we helped raise some money for. And do you remember that day where I kind of puffed my hair out as best I could?
Is that without product?
No, it was. I let my hair go as long as I could leading up to the shaving. And the morning.
Can you show that to the camera?
No, I'm just trying to text it to our producer. I don't think it's going to show up very well.
I mean, like walk over there and show it?
That is some big hair, my friend.
Why don't we just fill some time and see if we can't get this up on the screen full screen? But that was, I teased it up as best I could, just kind of like, just so there would be a very cool before and then after they shaved my head that morning.
You know what this show has made me realize about my life? I have no hair stories. That's why I'm really not saying much over. I'm just kind of sitting here. I have no hair stories.
Well, yes, you do. You have the story of how you believe wholeheartedly that when you do cut your hair every month, it helps our ratings the next day.
Well, there for a while that was true.
really-
Remember, we used to monitor this. In the morning, the day after a haircut, we always had a bigger TV. No, it's true, right, Drew? We did.
I'm not going to say it's not true. I just want to know, what do you mean by we were monitoring?
You and I
That's
used to
not
look at the
true.
rating sheets around people watched, and it always spiked after my haircut.
Yeah.
Very bizarre.
He's an influential kind of guy, that Rod Hill is. So listen, I know we're running out of time, and you guys were great in sending in all these pictures for us so you can share in the
Thank you.
Hair Day fun. But we also have a great editor on the Sunrise Show named Jay Lundenberg.
Yes.
And Jay Lundenberg put together a full week's worth of, we call them highlights. Maybe they're lowlights. They're for you to enjoy.
Hey, welcome back and good morning to all the folks who are just getting up with us. You guys, it is National Coffee Day, and we are inside the inner workings of Dutch Bros.
Make it sound like an investigation.
Yeah, hey.
Monday treats. Are you kidding me? Director Brian, can we show these off for a half second?
Gosh.
I wish I could take credit for these beautiful cinnamon rolls. I was bragging about my girl because she is quite the baker.
My dad coffee mug says nutrition facts. Dad's strength 100%. That's what it says.
Thanks to the Java, no doubt.
I like that.
This is a local gym where people are strengthening their bodies in an effort to strengthen their minds. Oh, I got an ooh from Brenda Braxton, yes.
What I
Well
got
done.
out of that story was I can't do that box jump, so my mind's not very sharp.
I feel like I should be telling you to jump off your box right here
Oh,
to get to the weather.
That went better than I was expecting.
I was worried for you.
Thank you very much.
This is a soft top.
What is it?
It's like a sweet. It's like a sweet cream foam that goes on top. Tastes like marshmallow.
Ooh, okay, you got me.
Yeah,
well done,
I
Allison.
sold it. They all want it.
Yummy.
Total calorie count 3,242.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
We're talking caffeine today, not calories, Rod.
Oh, thank you very much. I don't know why I never talk about calories. That was weird.
Never about food.
All right, you guys, that's all the time we have. Have a wonderful Friday. We'll see you back here next week.
We're still on.
That was random because I really never do count calories. That's what made that so random. See?